One thing we do know is Thibaut Courtois will not be returning to the Belgium national team, at least while it's under its current management. You may remember this quote from Instagram not long ago. Unfortunately, following the events with the coach and after much reflection, I have decided not to return to the Belgian national team under his management. In this matter, I accept my share of responsibility. However, looking forward, my lack of confidence in him would not contribute to maintaining the necessary atmosphere of cordiality.
You don't say.
Oh, Shaka. He definitely doesn't like Domenico Tedesco.
Oh, goodness me. Listen, I understand Thibaut Courtois and his feelings around Tedesco, but I maintain, even talking about Thibaut Courtois, the best goalkeeper in the world right now, you walk away from the national team for the sake of the reasons that you did whenever it was, I don't have him back. And even going beyond Tedesco, as a teammate, I want to know that I can expect more from you, that I can rely on you more than just when you're captain or not. I find the reasons of a couple of years ago to be so petty that even though we're talking about the best player in the world, there has to be a bigger picture to this. And I'm having him back.
And even if you had an issue with the manager, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, as a goalkeeper, how many interactions do you really have with the manager?
Exactly.
Most of your interactions are with the goalkeeping coach. Mm-hmm. With the manager, it's very little. And so even if I dislike the manager, and I'm sure that we didn't all like all the managers that we played for, look, all you're supposed to do is show up and keep the ball from going into the back of the net. That is your job by definition. How much interaction do you really need to have with Domenico Tedesco? I don't think that much. I don't think that should even play a part. And if you don't like each other, so be it. But to sacrifice the idea of going to the national team because he didn't pick me as captain, I'm going to take my ball and go home too. Come on, man.
Here's the thing. Do you think in any game for Real Madrid, if Carlo Ancelotti maybe promises Thibaut Courtois, I'm going to make you captain next week, and then goes back on that promise, do you think Thibaut Courtois is going anywhere? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So why does he think it's okay to do it with this manager and, to the bigger point, to this group of players? So often as a team, as players, we talk about being in the trenches for each other. This is as petty a reason as I have heard for somebody walking out on any national team, let alone a player who is, in my mind, the best goalkeeper in the world today, and as important to his national team as Thibaut Courtois quite clearly is. I just don't get it.
If we were in the trenches, Shaq, would you stay awake?
I'll give it a good go.
Okay, thank you, Shaq.
Thank you. We'll see about that. Go on, Frank.
First, I want to know that because Shaka mentioned 3 times that Thibaut Courtois is the best goalkeeper in the world, I have the tendency to believe him. But I want to say that we have to think further away from that decision from Thibaut Courtois. What's going to happen with him 10 years from now, 20 years from now, when he's going to look back at his career and say, well, because of the guy I didn't like, I couldn't play with my national team. I made the wrong decision. He's getting stubborn right now with that decision. And he should think about the fact that playing for the national team is one of the best things in the world for a football player. And is sacrificing himself, sorry, I didn't say it properly, for something stupid, I have to say. And that's sad in a way. And it's sad for Belgium, it's sad for him. And I think he should change his mind because he's going to regret it big time. And I thought, I don't know the rules, but I thought at my time, you would refuse to play for your national team, you would be suspended to play with your club. I don't know if it changed. I don't know if you have the right to do that. But that wasn't the case at my time.
It looks as though Belgium have just accepted it, though, Herc.
I mean, you can't force a player to play. It is petty, but more than anything, it's ego. All you're saying is, I want people to know who runs this ship, who is the leader of this team, because it's an armband. You can be a leader and not have the armband. In fact, it's silly for a goalkeeper to be the captain because only the captain can talk to the referee today. What are you going to do? Run across 60 yards to talk to the referee? So it's just ego. He's hurt. Certainly, there's a lot more water under the bridge than we know about. It can't just be, I wasn't picked captain, and this is why I'm not going. He must have other reasons that aren't public, or maybe they are with Tedesco, but it can't just be that petty, because there's more at stake than just yourself. And Frank's right. There's going to come a time, because he's 32 years old right now. He could theoretically play the next World Cup, and the way goalkeepers and sports science and medicine are going today, he could probably play another World Cup if he's healthy enough. If that's the case, you're going to look back and say, what if?